everybody, I am the Lazy Kiwi and welcome back to another building video. So today we are building a smaller suburban-esque house. I do think that this house is a little bit more modernized. It's not as suburban as some houses. However, this build is going to be for a child-free couple, because something that I realized when I build is I tend to make a lot of family houses, so houses for people with multiple generations or with children or stuff like that, and not everybody subscribes to that lifestyle. So I decided to make a house for a family who is only 2 people. So just a couple, married, unmarried, it doesn't really matter. It's just 2 people, a 1-bedroom house, 2 bathrooms, and I actually really love how it turned out. It's a bit expensive for the size. I think it's around like 122,000, which is a lot for a small little house like this. However, I did fit in a pool in the backyard and it's quite nice actually. There's a lot going on, and I would say if you lived in the neighborhood, this would definitely be the hangout house. So like this is where you would come to have a barbecue or a pool party, stuff like that. I feel like this is that house, unless I build something better in this neighborhood, but for now, this is that house. And I don't know, I had so much fun building this house. I did use a reference photo to inspire the front of the house. The back and everything else I did myself. I will put up a photo of the house that I used for inspiration. I do mostly go onto Pinterest to find inspiration for stuff. Sometimes I don't use photo inspo at all and it's all out of my head, but I do want to share the photos that I use when I use a photo so that you guys can see it's okay to use photo references. There's literally nothing wrong. It doesn't stifle your creativity. It doesn't make you any less creative. I use references a lot. I personally think that using a reference or even rebuilding something to the T will help you so much to create something so beautiful and something that's going to, in the end of the day, help you better your creativity and help you to better understand how houses work and stuff like that. So for those of you who feel guilty or feel like using a reference isn't okay, I disagree. I think it's more than okay to use references because it does help you to better your creativity and just kind of understand better how to build a house. So I highly recommend using references if you're just starting out with building. And I would also like to mention, if you guys would ever want a tips and tricks video on how to build if you're just starting out in the game, or if you're not too sure on a few things, I could definitely help a lot of you out if you guys are interested in something like that. So do let me know in the comments down below if you guys would like to see a video of me explaining a few things and showing a cool trick or two with build mode, because yeah, there's quite a few things that a lot of people might not know, especially if you're new to the game. But I love that this house is also child-free, because I feel like a lot of times I kind of lose sight of all of the possibilities of this game. Like, yes, it is a life simulator, and yes, most people do have children and do decide to, in the end of the day, settle down and have a few babies and stuff like that, but not everybody does. And I feel like it's something that I kind of don't realize in the moment, and I just thought about it when I was building this house. I wanted to build something kind of small, and I was like, oh my gosh, I never build houses that do not have multiple bedrooms for children. So that's what we did today. We built a house for a lovely couple who either never intends on having children or is going to have children in the future and is just not ready to do so yet. But this is that pool that I was talking about. It's absolutely lovely, and The backyard is not the busiest. I've been trying to build a little bit faster, just to kind of get some more building videos out for you guys, and I feel like spending so much time on the outside isn't really gonna make that big of a difference. So let me know if you guys really notice when I put in more effort in backyards and less, because I would like to know if you guys actually realize how much time something like this takes. This build didn't actually take me that long. I think in the end of the day, it took me maybe 2 hours, which isn't a long time for building in this game. It is for some people. Some people could build a house like this in like 30 minutes. That's the goal. I'm trying to teach myself to build faster, but yeah, sometimes you just can't win with houses. Sometimes I struggle a lot with houses. There has been houses that, in my opinion, isn't even better than this one, that have taken me probably 6 or more hours. So I think it depends on the mood that a person is in and the creative flow of the day, because sometimes things just take a lot longer for absolutely no reason whatsoever. And yeah, when I was building this house, I kind of wanted to go for slightly modernized, but still not that modern. So you're going to see a lot of black features throughout this house, like the windows and stuff are all black and stuff like that. I think the rug in this living room is also going to be black, but I decided that for some reason I was going to add a buttload of plants into this house. So there's plants in probably every single corner of this house. I didn't think when I started this, I didn't think I was gonna add this many plants inside the house, but I mean, I really do enjoy the plants, so I'm not gonna be complaining about that. It does look very nice at the end of the day. I love how it turned out with all of the plants. I just did not think when I was creating this that this was gonna be a plant lover family. Like, there was no intention for none of that. But in this house, there is 1 bedroom, 2 bathrooms, a living room, a kitchen, you know, the usual, and a lovely little office space at the top. Now, I know I'm adding technically an office space over here, but there's like an official office space. Oh, by the way, I was wanting to kind of make like an open plan vibe, and I initially did do that, and then I went to bed because it was like 11 p.m. when I was finished with that, and then I got back to it the next day, and I decided, you know what, this looks trash, and I decided to close it up. So that's a tip for you guys right now, is do take your time and maybe take a break when building and come back to it at a later stage, because a lot of times you do stuff in the moment when you're maybe tired or maybe not as inspired, and then you get back to it and you realize that it's the most horrible thing that you've ever built in your entire life and you could do so much better, and then you just change up a tiny little detail and then it looks great. So yeah, that is the tip of the day from me, if anybody was wondering. But yeah, onto the kitchen space. Now, this kitchen is a really weird shape. I was having trouble with the layout for a little bit, so I cut a lot of it out. But in the end of the day, I think it turned out pretty nice for the weird shape that it is. I also decided to add a bar because, once again, this is the hangout house. Like, this is where all of the adults come to take a little bit of a weekend getaway from whatever troubles them through the week and just drink and eat and play foosball and swim and, you know, that stuff. I'm not that old. Like, I don't have my own house and I'm not an adult technically like these people would be. Like, I'm an adult. I'm 21 years old. But I'm not like adulting like these people would be. So I don't know what older people do on the weekends. Like, I'm assuming they eat and drink and play foosball and swim at other people's houses. Maybe, I don't know, if they have friends, that's probably what they would be doing. If they don't have friends, yeah, they're probably staying home like I am. But this is that office space that I was talking about. It's a very lovely little space. I love this triangular window thingamabobby. That's one of my favorite windows that they've added into this game. It's so pretty. I wish that there was some type of a curtain that would look nice with this, but I mean, realistically, there really isn't something as nice that would work with that, so it's okay. We're not gonna worry about curtains. If somebody sees them playing Minecraft or something, nobody's gonna judge. Like, we love Minecraft. I love Minecraft, so I mean. And then lastly, this is the bedroom space. This house will be up for download in the link to my Tumblr down below if any of you are wondering, and there will also be a walkthrough part right after this speed build part, so if you guys missed anything or if you want to see the house going slower and not as sped up, I will show you guys that right now, because there are a few rooms that I did not show in this speed build part. So for those of you who would like to see a little bit more of the house, do stick around, because we will be going through everything a little slower right now. And here we have it. So this house turned out exactly how I wanted it to. I'm so happy with the end result. It is a pretty small house for the lot size. Like, this is a pretty big lot, but I decided to kind of cut it off over here. But this is the house from the front, and then when you move to the back, this is what it kind of looks like. We have the balconies, well, balcony, singular, not plural. And then if we go down, we have this little patio area with a grill and stuff, because I could just imagine some pretty little barbecues. We also have this tree with the little lights on it. I love that so much. And then when we enter the house from the front, we have a fake garage, which I wish we had real ones like we do technically, but they're ugly as heck. However, if we enter this house, we find a foosball table, which is obviously the first thing you want to see when you enter a house. But I love the color of this foosball table. I don't think I've ever used it before, and I really should, because this is so pretty, and it perfectly matches this thingy, this throw. I love that so much, so I just had to do that. That's just so perfect. But this is the beautiful little living room space. I love how cluttered it is and how busy it looks. We also have a gaming table over here to like build puzzles and whatever you may want to do. Then let's maybe do this part first. Then over here we have the kitchen space. It's very pink and pretty. I love this little piggy thingy. That's so cute. And we have the bar in here. I thought this was a really nice add next to the bar. I wish it was functional actually, like some of those little trays where you can pour the drinks. I wish that was like this. It would have been so nice. And then over here we have it's kind of like formal dining area. However, it's not that formal, but I still think it's very nice with the bookshelves and everything. And then over this way we just find this small little desk area and kind of just I don't know what you would call this. It's like a hallway, but it's not a hallway. You get what I'm saying. And then we have the main bathroom. I did add a litter box and stuff because the family I have here has 3 cats, including a little kitten. Look at that. That's so cute. I love that. Anywho, once we go up these stairs over here, we find this hallway. Now, this is more a hallway. Like, this is what I imagine a hallway to be, so this is a hallway. But this I didn't show in the speed build, so let me just show you guys kind of what it looks like. It's not much going on, it's a hallway, like how much can I really do? But I think it's pretty nice for what it is. It's a hallway. I don't know what to tell you guys. It's a hallway. Anyway, I've said hallway so much right now, but this is the study space. It's so pretty. I love how it turned out, especially like imagine being somewhere like this with a view like this. This is so pretty. I love it so much. And then we have another bathroom up here. Again, it's very simple. It's just a little bathroom, not much going on. And then we have the master bedroom. Now, this is a very luxurious little bedroom because could you imagine having a separate seating area with a fireplace in your bedroom? That seems just so lovely. Like, I couldn't even imagine. That's just a dream. But yeah, that's essentially everything for this build. I loved building it, and I hope you guys love it as much as I do. So thank you all so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, please do consider liking and subscribing to my channel, and I will definitely see you all in another video. Goodbye, everybody.